Hi, my name is Jon VonRentzell from Blue Microphones. I'm here at Full Compass, and I'm here to talk to you about our latest series of microphones, the Essential SL series. Now, if you've seen anything about Blue microphones before, I'm sure that you have seen at least the Spark, the Bluebird, or the Baby Bottle at some point in time. We've replaced those three microphones with the Spark SL, Bluebird SL, and Baby Bottle SL. Now, the SL stands for switch line, and that means it's our new mic line that has switches on it. So the previous versions of the Spark, Bluebird, and Baby Bottle didn't have the pads and filters that you'll see on the fronts of these microphones. Now, to get the pads and the filters on these mics, we changed out the electronics completely, and in doing so, we were able to reduce the noise floor and increase the sensitivity of all three microphones. So you're getting the same microphone, but with a better sound quality and added features. So the capsules are the same, the tonal signatures of the mic are the same, but you have a reduced noise floor, increased sensitivity, and you have a high-pass filter and a 20 dB pad on each of these three mics. Now I'll start with the Spark SL. Each one of these mics has its own signature sound to it, so buying all three will help cover all the bases that you need in the studio. The Spark is a more transparent, flatter microphone. If you're looking for a workhorse that can cover most of the bases in the studio, whether it's male and female vocals, acoustic instruments, building layers with one microphone, this is going to be a great mic for that. As you move up, you go to the Bluebird. Now the Bluebird has a slight boost in the high frequencies, and that gives it more of a modern kind of poppy sound to it. It's really good if you want to get a nice eagle sounding guitar, if you want to have a hip hop vocal or a pop vocal that cuts through and sits right in the center of the mix. This is going to be the perfect mic for that. And then we move on to the Baby Bottle microphone, the Baby Bottle SL. The Baby Bottle has a boost in the mid frequencies, so its tonal characteristics the human ear is going to perceive as a classic warm sound. So you're getting a little bit of the shimmer on top that you want out of a nice high-end studio microphone. You get that nice mid-range boost, that warmth that you want out of a classic vintage sounding, almost tube sounding microphone. And you get this all out of a simple solid state microphone that doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. So if you buy all three of these, you're going to have all the tones that you need to start an amazing home studio. And now that we've talked about all three microphones, we're going to do a brief demonstration so you can actually hear the difference in sound between the three microphones. So with the power of video editing, we now have these mics perfectly positioned so you can listen to my voice through each one of the mics, and we can hear the differences in the tonal characteristics of each of our Essential SL series mics. We'll start with the Spark SL. So the Spark SL, you can hear on my voice, is very transparent, very clean sound, which makes it a very versatile mic, which is great for its price point being an introductory microphone. You're able to build layers with it without having spikes and dips in the frequency response that create a problem in the mix. Also, the cleanness of this microphone makes it great for miking up, any type of male or female vocal, acoustic instruments, electric instruments. It really makes it a true, clean workhorse for the studio. Now, when you want to add a little bit of color and a little bit of flavor to your life, we'll move on to the Bluebird SL. Now, the Bluebird, like I said before, is designed with a little bit of a boost in the high frequencies, and it's tuned in such a way that you're going to get a nice modern pop sound out of this microphone. So if you want to get a vocal track that's going to sit right in the front of the mix, or any instrument for that matter, that's going to just point right in the front of the center of the mix, the Bluebird is definitely going to do that for you. Now, if you have ever used the older Bluebird, the original Bluebird, it was a really aggressive sounding microphone. Since we switched out the electronics in this microphone and we lowered the noise floor and increased the sensitivity, a lot of that aggressiveness is gone, but it still maintained the awesome tonal characteristics that you want out of this microphone. And then next I'll go to the Baby Bottle SL. Now you can immediately hear with this microphone, it's got that boost in the low mids. It gives you that nice beefy sound to it, that nice classic warm sound. So if you're in a blues band or you want to build layers with your background vocals and have it sound nice and thick and clean, you get that little bit of sparkle on the top end. But it's really designed to give you a nice classic warm tone. And you'll definitely hear that in my voice talking into this mic compared to the other two. So one thing I also wanted to demonstrate is the high pass filters on these microphones. So with the Baby Bottle, I'll just show it on the Baby Bottle here. I'm going to add the high pass filter, So you can hear that a lot of the room noise, if there's any rumble in the room that you're in, you could cut that out just by switching the filter on. So I'll turn the filter back off, and this is with it flat with no filter. And here's the mic with the filter. So you can, a lot of people see these switches on mics and never actually get to try them out themselves, so until they buy the microphone. So now you can hear what the switch is actually doing. So I'll switch it back to flat. And another feature that we have on here is the 20 decibel pad. So if you're recording, putting this mic in front of a guitar amplifier that's just screaming and it's killing the gain on your preamp, without having to put an inline pad or anything like that, you can just switch this here and that drops 20 decibels immediately. So I'll switch that back, and that gives you a lot of versatility in the studio, allows you to use your mic on different sources that you wouldn't normally be able to, and also use it in rooms that you wouldn't normally be using the microphones in. So that's the sound of these mics. If you want to learn more, please go to fullcompass.com or contact your Full Compass sales pro.